G'day everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Raidzero AU and welcome to the first episode of a new series looking at Salt 2, Shores of Gold. So Salt 2 is a pirate-themed open world adventure focused on exploration, crafting and survival. You can play it solo, which is what I'll be doing, or you can play it multiplayer up to 5 friends. Sailing the sea with your ship as a mobile base, discover islands full of quests, towns, caves and secrets. Level up, craft gear, hunt, fish and customize your ship. So it came out sort of towards the end of last year. It's got almost 2,000 reviews on it and it's very positive on Steam. So that's always a good sign. So we're going to jump in and see what it's all about and see where it takes us. So we're going to go new game. I've gone through the settings. Hopefully that's all okay. Name, Driftwood Finder. Well, let's do that. World seed, I'm going to randomise that. So, what will I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. EE, mate. Combat difficulty normal. Gender. Hairstyle. I'm pretty bold, so I should probably take that. One. Okay. Do we want a beard? No. We don't really see ourselves anyway. Okay. That's our settings there. One thing I have done in the settings is I've turned off wave motion to minimise motion sickness. Also turned off head bob. So, alright.
It seems the gods have smiled upon you today. A stranger in a strange land. Adrift, alone. Nevertheless, I'm afraid I must leave now. Good luck.
Thank you, I think. Okay, so here we are in the game world. We're on an island here, a bit of a shelter. You can see islands around the place. This is our map. We don't know where we are at the moment, but the map is quite large. Looking at the interface down the left hand side there, we've just got some controls. So C for crouch, shift for sprint, E for the weapon wheel, which won't have anything on it, tab for inventory. The bananas there are our food, and then below that will be our health and stamina. So read the journal on the table. Okay, this one. Oh, F. If you're reading this, you didn't die. I found you shipwrecked and barely clinging to life. Unfortunately, I have somewhere I need to be. There's a cave north of camp with enough supplies to build a raft and get off this island. If I were you, I'd build the raft and head for the nearest seaport. I'm leaving a map, compass and sextant on the table here. The map contains coordinates to a seaport. Use the compass and sextant to navigate there. Once you have done so, it might be a good idea to talk to the cartographer. If you're going to survive out there, you'll need a proper ship and crafting stations to place on it. Maybe he can help you upgrade to a better vessel and get you on your way. Good luck, stranger. Maybe we'll meet again. Okay. Alright, so we've got a cutlass. Melee weapons have primary and secondary attacks. Hold the attack button to activate the secondary attack, which is slower but deals more damage and stuns the enemy. It also blocks some incoming attacks. This will prevent you from taking damage but consumes stamina. If you don't have enough, the stamina will get through. The damage will get through. A perfectly timed block at the last second will parry the enemy, stunning them and opening them up for a critical hit. Note that animals cannot be parried. Pressing the dodge button at the right time will completely negate damage but consume stamina. Okay. Map to the seaport. Map items will go into your inventory and you can hover over these to see coordinates to a point of interest. Your quest journal will often show the coordinates of a quest location if you have a relevant map in your inventory or ship storage, as well as a show on map button that adds a waypoint to your personal map for that location. Right. A bottle. Okay, we'll take that. Compass. No, didn't want to tell me anything about the compass. Sextant. Use a sextant to find your current coordinates and a compass to determine your direction. When using a sextant, aim it towards the sun, the moon or a planet, which look like bright stars, before taking a reading to get an accurate location. Additionally, you can add waypoints to your map to keep track of locations other than islands. Okay. So, take the sextant out, we point at the sun, we'll take a reading. Okay, so we're at 0, 0. I'm actually going to bring that onto 1. Compass onto 7. Sextant onto 8 for now. Now you'll see in this screen down the bottom here it has World Tier 1 next at level 10. So this is how it, in a lot of survival games, you find that you out level it and things become a bit easy. So that's the way it negates that. Cartographer station, what can we do here? That's the raft, we need all this stuff, but we need to go north to a cave. Alright. This is how you get wood, is you don't chop down trees, you pick up these twigs. So north, that must be the cave just there. Okay, we'll start heading over that way. Oh, some more wood over here. We might as well grab it when we see it. We do have skills in this game. That's copper vein. And I'll show you those in just a moment. Oop. But so looting things is, you get XP for herbalism, and there we go, herbalism is leveled up. Let's go over here. And in fact, let's go to our skills. So you have your primary skills here: slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, archery, marksman, throwing, exploration. And then you've got secondary skills down here: blacksmithing, tailoring, woodworking, herbalism, mining, cooking and fishing. Now some things are progression locked. Okay, we've just discovered the Sandy Grotto. Anything here? What's that? Anything on there? No. Rusty shovel. I'll take that. And I'm going to pop that onto the equipment menu in here. I'll pop you there. Can we clear that? Like nothing. Want that's kind of clear. And to that point, I'm going to go into settings just quickly, and I think it's under interface, or is that accessibility? No. Gameplay. Auto populate weapon wheel. I don't want it to do that. Okay. So we're at the grotto here. We'll loot the bottles. Grab you. Keep leveling up. There we go, we're at level 2 now. On herbalism. Okay, don't think there's anything else here. Double check up on top here. No, nothing up there. Oh, we did take a little bit of damage. Okay. Enter. I keep pressing E. Okay, quest updated, new beginnings. So, quests, new beginnings. I should look for supplies in the cave to build the raft and then head back to the campsite. Loot the supply chest. Okay. So most things here will have stuff to take. Stamina potion is nice. Bench's last entry. Most of the entries in this journal are illegible except for one final note scribbled hastily. I found the cave. According to my sources, there's a hidden alcove where Captain Blackburn was trapped with his treasure. Apparently a breakable boulder of some kind hides it. The note was clear. The dead man points the way. What does that mean though? Wait, I hear something. Sounds like growling. Okay. Got some bananas. And a pickaxe. Rusty flintlock, some bullets. Okay, so the flintlock can go on number 2. Pickaxe can go on 4. More bullets. Chest. Coppering up rope and wooden logs. So this is a copper vein. We should be able to mine this. Take it all. Now we've got a pickaxe. And we're going to grab this because we're going to need some copper, so... Okay, so that must be the boulder there. Some arrows. Don't worry about that in a minute. Just want to look around, see if there's anything else in here. Another chest. Throughout your adventure, you'll discover crafting recipes. Interact with these recipes in your inventory to learn them. You can then craft them by using the appropriate crafting station. You can also see all learned recipes in the known recipes section of the inventory, and you can track any recipe from there or at a crafting station. So what do we get? Commander's Ring. In fact, we got a lot of them. Oh. Weak bear. Hello. I didn't realise you were in here. Let's go to our inventory. In fact, let's not go to our inventory. Let's get our gun out. Oh, you did a bit of damage. Get some bear meat from him though. Alright, we did loot everything there. Done that. Anything up here? Nothing hidden. We will be able to make ourselves a light at some point, I think. It's empty. Nothing else. Nothing else. Alright, I think we're doing this. Here we are. A note. Laying next to the skeleton, you see a rolled up piece of parchment. Opening the parchment, you find a small entry, mostly faded. The cavern wall has collapsed and trapped me inside here. To make matters worse, I told none of the crew where I was going. I'm not going to survive long if I don't find a way out. Okay. Loot you. Got lost captain's ring. Sorry, mate. Gonna take your hat. What we got in here? Item talents. Many equipable items such as armor and weapons have talents that you can customize. Inspect an item to see its talent tree. Talents on items are randomized when they are dropped or crafted. Look for a specific roll of talents on an item. You can craft it multiple times to try and find the best combination. Okay. So we've got those. So, okay, let's go in here and so, lost captain's ring. Constitution or armor. Gonna go armor and we'll equip that. This one's got mining proficiency or strength. Chance to attack with advantage, rolling damage twice and taking the higher of the two. Okay. We'll take that. We'll equip you. You. Constitution or armor. We're going to take the armor. And you can be equipped. Okay. Recipes. So, we've got a recipe for a wanderer's shirt. Learn that. Wanderer's boots. Wanderer's hat. Commander's ring. And the dusty dining table. Nice. Nothing else in here I'm too worried about. Okay. I think we've got everything. Return to camp. There was a bit of copper outside that we can grab. Health potions are crucial to surviving in combat. You can hotkey health potions by hovering over the item and pressing one of the hotbar buttons. You can also craft health potions at cooking stations. Okay. I think I'm going to do... Where's our potions? In here. Health potion. I'm going to put that on 7. Stamina potion. I'm going to put that on 8. And then in the equipment, I'm going to put the sextant. This one can have the compass. And this one can have the rusty shovel. There we go. Alright. Should be able to craft in here. So, cooked bear. We can make a couple of those. Do that. Okay. And we can eat that. That'll just help us out. Alright, so there was a bit of copper, I think around here somewhere. There it is. Just over there. Now it wants us to go back to the camp, so we'll do that. Next thing it's probably going to want us to do is to go off the island. I'm actually not going to do that straight away. Craft the raft. Go. And that can go there. So there's no ship-to-ship combat in this game. If you want to put your raft out, you just resummon it. If it floats off, you resummon it. But I want to go around and collect some items. Can we? What do we need for a bow? I need a few more. I need one more plant fibre, and we can make a bow. I'm going to go around and have a look for that. We will loot up everything we see. Yellow flowers. Copper. Okay. A little bit of fibre would be nice. This is all wood. Give me some fibre. Why am I not seeing fibre anywhere? Now level 3. The islands aren't that big, so some are bigger than others. But wandering around them's not too bad. Got to be some fibre somewhere, surely. Here we go. That gives us fibre. Okay, so bow. Workstation required. Okay. I would like to be able to make a bow before we leave the island. Just gathering resources up for the moment. Oh, there's a shack over here. What's going on over there? We'll go have a look. More fibre. There's a deer there. I could shoot it, but probably not. Probably a waste of bullets at this stage. Drunken man's shack. Abandoned shack key required. Okay. I'm guessing they're the bottles that he used. Loot all that. Copper. Right. What we got here? Raw deer meat. Wooden bowl. Abandoned shack note. The rum has gone to my head again. Can't even remember where I hid the key to the storage shed. I feel like it was on a stone. No, a tomb. No, a tombstone. Yeah, that was it. Wait, I need another drink first. Okay. Bag. Got some copper in there. Loot you. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with the... Morning dew. What's morning dew for? Crafted at cooking state. A bottle of morning dew collected from the grass by other followers can be crafted. Okay. Okay, so he put his key on a tombstone. Is there a tombstone around here? Yes. There we go. Right, what we got in here? Oh, a bow. Sneaking reduces the sound you make while walking, allowing you to more easily creep up on enemies undetected, while sneaking attacks deal extra damage to unaware enemies. You can also land sneak attacks at range by using a bow while undetected. Nice. Okay, so under equipment, no, under inventory. I think the bow has to go on 2. And then the gun on 3. Okay. Storage chest. Health potion, arrows, lockpicks. Nice. In the area. Painting. Fishing hook. Okay. Some coins. Combat guide. Alright. Okay. Now, there was a deer around here. The C is crouch. No, C is not crouch for me. Can I change that? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, so he's going to have to be crouched then. And if I go here... Well... Okay. I will get used to hitting F, not E. Oh, we've got some rugged horns, which are a rare resource. Can I make arrows? Basic arrows. Probably not. I probably need a workbench. Okay, we probably need to start heading back. This is where we are at the moment. So we've got to find the cartographer's table again. Some water there. We definitely came over this way, so we'll head back this way. Hopefully we don't run into anything. This is pretty black. We'll be grabbing stuff as we go through. I may be a little lost. Oh. No. I was like, what is that? No, see, I vaguely recognise that bit there. So I think it's just over the hill here. There it is. Alright, we're back at camp. Rest. Can I not cook on that? Craft. Okay, so we need to be able to... We're going to have to go over to... What's that? Empty bottle? We're going to have to go over to our quest here. Waypoint. Which is just over here. So to the east, southeast. Which is directly over that way. If I remember rightly, there is there's a island just there, which is probably where we've got to head to. So, I'm going to do that, but I might just wait for morning so we can see what we're doing. So, that is where I'm going to call this episode. Hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raidzero, signing out.